Have you ever seen Smokey and the Bandit? How about The Longest Yard? What about Deliverance? How about Hooper, The Cannonball Run? Or The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas? Well, if you have, and even if you haven't, you probably know who Hollywood legend Burt Reynolds is. Well, as a result of all of his films, he was rolling in dough, and he bought a beautiful home in a place called Highlands, North Carolina. Wait till you see this. It stands as a remarkable example of mid-century modernist architecture nestled within the lush Nantahala National Forest. Did I say that right? Nantahala. I think so. Reynolds, who they say amassed 14 homes in his lifetime, famously called this place his favorite, a private haven amid his whirlwind career. Welcome along, fellow time travelers. This time around, we're going to check out the incredible Mountain Retreat owned by Burt Reynolds. Before I begin, please like and share the show and subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Now let's begin our journey. Constructed in 1972 by renowned local architect James, his friends called him Jim, Howard Fox, a University of Oklahoma graduate and protégé of Frank Lloyd Wright, whose name keeps popping up in all my videos for some reason. The residence embodies the principles of organic architecture, seamlessly integrating with its mountainous surroundings. Fox, who designed over 30 homes in the Highlands area before his death, in 2017 favored a blend of simplicity, natural materials, and innovative forms that echo Wright's philosophy of harmony between structure and environment. Unlike the ubiquitous log cabins dotting the Blue Ridge Mountains, this 4-bedroom, 5.5 bathroom property eschews rustic cliches for a treehouse-like aesthetic. Perched on just under an acre lot at 1210 King Gap Road, elevated above the forest floor, offering incredible views. The architecture is defined by its dramatic flared roofs, which evoke the sails of a yacht or the wings of a bird, providing shelter while channeling rainwater away from the structure. A suspended, wraparound deck encircles the main level, crafted from wood to blend with the encircling pines and hardwoods, offering unobstructed panoramic views of cascading ridges and valleys. Don't tell me you wouldn't love to wake up in the morning with views like that. Incredible, right? If you have views like that from your home, please let me know in the comments below. Large, round, and rectangular wood frame windows punctuate the facade, flooding interiors with natural light and framing vistas as if through picture frames. Inside, glossy, wood-clad ceilings and walls dominate, with exposed beams and built-in cabinetry creating a warm, cabin-like intimacy without overwhelming the space. A double-height stone monolith serves as the home's sculptural core, anchoring the layout and housing a grand, natural stone fireplace in the sunken living room. It's too bad nobody makes sunken living rooms anymore. Those seem to be pretty cool. This room, with its curved wood ceiling and semicircular built-in seating, exudes mid-century flair, once hosting Hollywood luminaries who were friends with Burt Reynolds and his lovely wife. The primary suite occupies an upper level accessible via a private staircase, featuring a spacious bedroom with mountain views, a private bath with a jacuzzi tub, standing shower, and dual sinks in front of a floor-to-ceiling window. How cool would it be to brush your teeth in that bathroom? You might even spend more time doing so, just so you can enjoy the views. 2 additional bedrooms sit on another upper level, while the lower level includes a guest suite, office, game room with pool table, wine cellar, and that serving bar was added by later owners. The home's beauty lies in its profound connection to the landscape, where every element amplifies the serenity of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Exterior hues of red and green, painted cider, siding, and trim mimic the foliage during the fall, rendering the house nearly camouflaged among the trees. You gotta admit, that's pretty cool. Wood flooring extends throughout, grounding spaces in earthy tones, while the heated in-ground plunge pool, installed Burt Reynolds by the way, extends outdoor living in the cooler months. Sunlight dances across the interiors, casting patterns on the stone and wood, and the air carries the faint scent of pine through screened openings. At dusk, the wraparound deck transforms into a vantage for stargazing, with the home's low profile ensuring minimal intrusion on the small town's tranquility. And I heard there were only 1,000 full-time residents in the area. I like that. Don't you? How cool would that be? These days, don't we all want to live in a small town? I think so. If you want to live in a small town, let me know in the comments below. This design not only withstands the region's humid summers and crisp winters, but enhances them, turning the property into a sensory retreat with a boundary between shelter and wilderness dissolves. The history of the home is inextricably linked to Burt Reynolds, the charismatic actor whose breakout role in the 1972 film Deliverance ignited his affinity for the region. Filmed in a nearby county in Georgia, just across the state line from Highlands, the movie's wilderness setting captivated Reynolds, who canoed the Chattooga River and hiked the rugged terrain during production. A decade later, at the zenith of his fame, as Hollywood's highest paid star from 1978 to 1982. That's pretty impressive, don't you think? Burt Reynolds and his then wife, actress Loni Anderson, from WKRP in Cincinnati, by the way, acquired the property in the early 1980s. Loni, should I call her Loni? What do you think? Loni. Never met a Loni before. Loni. Loni. Is that short for something? Loni. Yeah, I'll call her Loni. Loni personalized it by hand building a unique all-stone bathroom. Well, she didn't build it herself. She had it built on the lower level, complete with a spa-like shower and river rock walls, a testament to their shared affection for the space. Now be honest, how much would you love to get naked and go into that shower? You gotta admit, that's pretty cool. And of course, the couple hosted intimate gatherings here, escaping the paparazzi and relishing the mountain's milder climate and natural beauty. I purposely went there in the summer of 2025, and I gotta tell you, it was probably about 15 degrees cooler than just about any other place in the area. The Highlands is really way up there, and it's a beautiful place. If you ever have a chance to go there, you really should. Unfortunately, Burt, should I call him Burt? Burt sold the home in the 1990s amid personal and financial shifts, including his divorce from Loni in 1994. And the house changed hands several times thereafter, not many, with recent owners residing for 23 years and enhancing it with the plunge pool, the bar, and the wine cellar while preserving Fox's vision. As we all know, the great Burt Reynolds passed away in 2018 from a heart attack at the age of 82, leaving the property as a cherished footnote to his legacy. In June of 2024, the home re-emerged on the market for just under $3 million. Its celebrity provenance and architectural pedigree drew swift interest in the competitive luxury mountain market. In July of 2024, it sold in just under 2 months, reflecting strong demand for unique, storied estates in the Highlands, a haven for affluent vacationers. Though I'm not exactly an affluent vacationer, but I was a vacationer, and trust me when I tell you, it really is a beautiful place. But all that aside, the quick transaction underscores the enduring allure of Burt Reynolds' mountain escape, where modernist ingenuity meets timeless, natural splendor. So, what do you think of the Highlands home that was once owned by Burt Reynolds when he was married to Loni Anderson? If you're rolling in dough, would you live in a place like that? You know I would. Please share your thoughts in the comments below. Kindly remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. This channel, this one right here, the one with this video, is sponsored by CampfireShop.com. Can you do me a favor and check them out and buy some awesome candles, herbal supplements, teas, and more? Kindly be kind to all of our fellow earthlings and please do not harm them. And do yourself a favor and go to a local shelter and adopt a cat or a dog or both. You and they will be very glad that you did. Until next time, especially if you're zooming on over to the Highlands, I wish you safe travels on all your journeys.